Welcome back. Let me turn to what I'm going to call our good news today story. It's a story which shows that justice can be achieved in this country even if it is delayed. The Supreme Court has pronounced the verdict in the sensational 2002 Nitish Katara murder case today. The Apex Court reduced the sentence of convicts Vikas Yadav and aide Sukhdev Pahalwan. With the new order, convict Vikas Yadav will now have to serve 25 years against the earlier 30 years, while his aide Sukhdev Pahalwan will serve 20 years without remission. The decision comes after the convicts appealed in the Delhi High Court, which had last year sentenced them to 5 years more in jail on pretext of destroying evidence. Nitish Katara, who was an executive, was kidnapped by the Yadav brothers and their aide Sukhdev Pahalwan and allegedly burnt to death in Ghaziabad at a wedding in 2002. This after the politician's father, DP Yadav's brother, found out that he was allegedly dating his daughter, Bharti Yadav. But there is one lady who has fought this battle valiantly for all these 14 years. Neelam Katara, Nitish Katara's mother, joins me at the moment. I appreciate your joining me, ma'am. Do you see today as some kind of a victory, vindication, the final step in your battle to ensure justice for your son, ma'am?
Yes, certainly, Rajiv. Thank you very much for taking time off for this. Yeah, certainly, it is closure to a large extent because the Supreme Court has, of course, upheld the High Court's punishment for murder for 25 years. And by doing so, it has said, and in its order, it has put it down in clear terms, that this is not just a murder, it is honor crime, and honor crime is being viewed seriously by the Supreme Court. I think this is a huge step forward for all people potentially who would like to kill girls and boys because of their exercising their right to choice. So I think this is the biggest victory, that we have got a platform to fight for a new law for honor killing.
Did you at any stage in all these years give up hope? Did you see this day would come when the son of a powerful politician would get 25 years in jail, that his associates would get 20 years? Or were you confident eventually of our judicial system?
No, there were lows, of course, but somehow the other something would happen, something positive would happen, which would sort of egg me on. And after some time, of course, I had put in so much of time and effort that one wanted to see it through. Yes, I didn't know what shape things would take at the end, but I was confident that they would not be allowed to go scot-free.
I must ask you this finally, ma'am. For you, do you believe that now the powerful in this country can actually, do you believe that a mother's fight against the powerful, you use the media, you were based in Delhi, but in any other part of the country, there are a lot of people out there who perhaps have to take on the powerful and lose out. What is the message that you would give to those who are fighting the powerful in the system and believe that the system is heavily weighted against the ordinary citizen when he or she takes on the powerful?
Well, I'd like to give a message to those people, and I'd also like to give a message to the system or those who are responsible for taking it forward. To those who are fighting for justice, please do fight, because unless you raise your voice, how will you even move towards it? And we're not all that weak. I mean, these people just have their money and maybe their threats, but if we can ignore that, then the world is ours. But to the system, I mean, if, as you said, someone in Delhi, reasonably educated, with so much of attention on this case, takes such a long time, if you have to spend your life savings, all your energy, your health, and 15 years of your life, then how much more difficult it is actually for somebody who is, as you said, in a remote area. Justice is a right, constitutional right. We have to beg for it, fight for it. I think it is shameful after 70 years that this is how one can get justice, and that is why people are giving up, and that is why crime is going on an increase. And if we want to call ourselves in the area of Vikas or development, sorry, we need our laws to be implemented, not just made.
Right, ma'am. I think you made a very strong point there. We need our laws to be implemented, not simply remain there on paper. Neelam Katara, I salute your courage and the fact that you have fought this fight and maybe become a symbol of hope for many others who would like to fight similar fights against the powerful in this country. Thank you very much for joining me.